This is part 12 to what if Naruto got the Sun and Moon Seal as a child. We left off with Naruto battling the 5 Kage and 4 of the 5 Hitsuzen. We skip 1 year to the 5 Hitsuzen and the Hokage having powered up. Fugaku can now use the perfect Susanoo and is around 60% of KCM2 Sage of 6 Paths mode Teenage Naruto. And Kakashi, Itachi, and Shisui around the strength of 80% Sage of 6 Paths mode Hokage Naruto. Sasuke is 7 times stronger than his adult self, and Naruto is 14 times stronger than his adult self. Obito has progressed to being as strong as one Rinnegan alive Madara. Naruto has spent the past year developing a new jutsu. This jutsu is the Dimension Travel Jutsu. He developed it for the other Hitsuzen, as he can just do it with his Rinnegan. Sasuke has also trained almost non-stop in this year, as he needed to keep up with Naruto. They roughly gained the same amount of strength as each other in this time period, although Naruto trained a lot in jutsu development instead of strength. But because of his intense methods, it still made Naruto a lot stronger. Naruto then taught the space-time ninjutsu that he created to the 5 Hitsuzen and Fugaku, the 5th Hokage. We skip 1 more year to the events of the last. The events go similar than in canon. Nabi gets kidnapped and Naruto confesses to Hinata. Tsuneri then takes Hinata. Now this is where the events change. Fugaku sends Shikamaru, Sakura, Sai, and Obito. At this point, Obito has unlocked his perfect Susanoo and is about 20% stronger than a live EMS Madara. Before they set off on this mission, Naruto is by the passageway to the moon. He tells them to bring Hinata back safe for him. They tell him that they will. Naruto then shakes Obito's hand, placing a small seal on it, just in case. We know this is the Flying Raijin seal. The 4 then set off to the moon. As they get ready to enter the castle, Sai creates birds for them all to fly on. They proceed to carefully infiltrate the enemy's territory. They proceed with extreme caution, as they understand that one wrong move can result in the mission's failure. By the time they make it a quarter of the way in, they have broken about 80 mid-journey level puppets. They then see Tsuneri with Hinata. Shikamaru uses shadow possession as he holds Tsuneri in place, stopping the marriage. Sai then runs and grabs Hinata, and then takes the mind control tag out of her system. At this point, Tsuneri uses Almighty Push to knock away Shikamaru and unbinded him from the shadow possession jutsu. Tsuneri then takes Hinata back once more and puts her in a cage. Obito then hits Tsuneri with his humanoid Susanoo. Tsuneri is now on the surface of the moon, as it sent him up. Tsuneri then activates the Tensegan Chakra mode, and thus the battle begins between Obito and Tsuneri. Obito then further evolves his Susanoo into the armoured Susanoo, and for about a minute Obito is throwing hands with Tsuneri. However, as expected, Tsuneri lands a huge blow on Obito, who goes flying. Obito lands once again, but Obito realizes that he needs to use his full power. Obito then activates his perfect Susanoo. Tsuneri then responds by creating the Otsutsuki Golem to fight this Susanoo. The fight is hard fought, and Obito takes out the Golem, but because of the lack of chakra, this Tensegan Chakra mode Tsuneri takes advantage and uses his green chakra ball to slam it into Obito. But it gets blocked, not by Obito, but by Naruto, who just collides his Rasengan with it and knocks Tsuneri back several hundred meters. Naruto tells Obito, "You did great. You sit back and rest." Naruto then looks at Tsuneri and says to him, with intense bloodlust in his eyes, "How dare you mind control Hinata, and how dare you steal her away from me? For that, you will pay. Naruto then walks towards Toneri, giving off such an intense aura that he can't move. Naruto then stands within striking range. Toneri musters up all of his strength and uses the golden wheel technique, which Naruto in base just swipes away with his arm. Naruto then says, you have astonishing amounts of chakra, but it seems that you lack finesse, like this. Naruto then hammer kicks Toneri, flattening him into the ground in one hit. Naruto tells Sasuke to come to him now, using a technique that allows him to talk with Sasuke. Sasuke arrives on the moon and turns him into a chakra fruit. Now, Naruto confesses to Hinata once again, and they begin dating. The six are now back on Earth, and Naruto asks Sasuke for the chakra fruit. Naruto gauges that it has about the strength of 8-tailed beasts. He then chops the fruit in 4 and gives one to each of the members of the original 4, this making them all stronger by 2-tailed beasts. All but Obito are now about the level of KCM2 Teen Naruto in canon. Obito is about the strength of 90% of Jubito. The leaf has become so powerful that if they wanted to, they could destroy the world. Naruto or Sasuke could also just do it themselves. This is the end to part 12 of What If Naruto got the Sun and Moon Seal as a child. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you consider subscribing and liking if you enjoyed this video.